Hello, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Well, happy Monday. It is the beginning of the week. That is what Monday is. I have some things to do today. So, kind of usual workload is what I'm expecting. I have 2 work sites to visit and or provide coverage for, depending on how things pan out. If you're new here, I am a registered dietitian nutritionist and I have a consultant dietitian job. So I work for a company of dietitians that have contracts with other hospitals and etc. So I go to buildings where we have a contract and I'm kind of in and out, just do whatever is needed based on whatever criteria in our contract. Yeah. I mostly have inpatient psych. In fact, I think that's the only thing on my planned schedule this week, inpatient psychiatric hospitals. So that's interesting. So yeah, both of my hospitals today are that. I keep going back and forth of which one I want to go to first, but ultimately I think I'll just do what I usually do and go to my bigger hospital first. I don't know. That's what I just tend to do. I don't have a good reason, but it's a larger hospital. There's more patients, more work. I don't know. That's that on that. So, let's see. I curled my hair yesterday evening, so it has fallen out a little bit, so I kind of like it now. It's a little bit extra crazy, but that's fine. I kind of enjoy a little crazy. I'm also wearing a new outfit, so I'm gonna flip you around. Ignore my coffee. But yeah, new outfit. It has these cute sleeves that are all bunched up here, and there's some little details on them. And then some brown pants. I'm actually already wearing my shoes as well, which are just brown shoes. So that's the fit. Those are the vibes. I'm trying to decide what I want to wear for perfume. I was thinking this. This is my favorite perfume. However, for some reason I'm also thinking maybe not this. So I don't know. What are the vibes? Oh, I just got this recently. I'm actually kind of disappointed in this. I had this particular perfume on my radar, the light blue one, and I don't know if this smells super similar to it, but I wore this only once so far and I could not tell that I was wearing anything all day long, so that was upsetting. I wore this yesterday, which is a men's fragrance, but I enjoy it, and I was enjoying how I smelled yesterday, but I did just wear it yesterday, so I don't think I want to do that. I'm kind of leaning towards doing one of these 4, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want something sweet. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll smell this just to see if this fits the vibes of the day. This smells kind of like pear. I'm not set on this yet. I'm just thinking. Okay, I initially smelled it and I was like, no, but then I smelled almost everything else I own and I came back to it and I was like, wait, maybe. So this is what I will wear today, this Radiant Nectar. I hear my dog. Oh my God, I'm gonna show you my doggy here in a second. I'm gonna put this on, pack my lunch. Well, I'll probably show you the dog before I pack my lunch because she's right there. She's just cuddled up on the couch in her little ball, my little husky Kyla. She should be in good spirits because I talked about this last week, but I'm trying to build a routine that I used to have last year. I just fell out of it, where one of our walks each day, because we go on 2 to 3, the first one I'm trying to make a run instead. So this morning we actually did a little run. So that was fun. So she must be happy, happy girl. Also, I'm happy because her shedding season is almost over. So she's always shedding, right? But there's 2 times a year where she blows her coat. Because it's oh, I forget what it's called, but she has another layer underneath. What's it called? I don't remember. But whenever we're transitioning seasons, she goes from her winter coat to summer and summer to winter. And the last month, it's been insufferable. There's been so much fur everywhere, just clumped on her and falling off and fur all over the house. It's been awful, but she is exiting that because I'm not seeing any little cotton balls that I could just pick off. There's a little bit here, I think. Is that pickable? Okay, it used to be constantly this all the time, but that's a more rare occurrence. So yeah, I think we're all happy. Wow, you're very sleepy this morning. Did you see fur just fall? Okay, so we clearly still have a lot of fur happening, but it is way better than it has been. I just arrived. I really don't have anything to tell you, but I realized halfway here I forgot to pack my water bottle. So that's going to be very upsetting. I'm really trying to be better about hydrating, but it is what it is. What I do have though, in terms of kind of hydration, is this giant thing of coffee. I certainly don't need this much coffee, okay? I really don't. However, oh my god, I forgot I had Reese's. Don't tell my fiance. I bought them without his knowledge. He would only be mad that I have excessive sweets that he didn't know about. He would not be mad that I'm hiding the Reese's because he's allergic to peanuts. So, anywho, what was I literally just saying? Oh, the coffee. I brewed too much one day and I like stored it in this container, put it in the fridge, and then I forgot about it. But today I thought it would be fun. Well, I've been thinking about this for a few days, but it just hasn't felt right because I really like my first cup, like my first thing in the morning, other than water, to be just like plain black hot coffee. That's my thing. That's what I like. So it hasn't made sense to have anything cold or anything different, but I've been envisioning having like an iced coffee with, oh, I'll have to put a picture on the screen because I forgot to show you when I was making it. We have these, is it Premier Protein? I think it's Premier Protein. They have those drinks in different flavors. We got cafe latte, something coffee-esque, right? And I love them, and I was actually heavily reliant on them because there was a period of time where my Keurig stopped working and I hadn't bought my new coffee maker yet, so I was going through those like crazy. But they're like really high protein drinks, sweet, whatever, which kind of is contradictory to what I like for my coffee because again, plain black hot coffee is what I like, and these are like cold and milky and sweet, not my thing. But I added it to my plain coffee as like a creamer, and that's fun. So I've had a little bit of it on my way here, but I forgot to add ice, so I'm gonna have to add ice when I get in the building. But that's a lot of liquid, so I'll be hydrated in a way, but I don't have my water, so I don't know. Anyway, I was getting some texts on my way in that I noticed, and so I've talked about some details of some of my work sites in the past, but it's so convoluted because I'm not telling you exactly where I am and like exact names or anything. This particular building is a large inpatient psych, like what I said, and I used to, for a period of time, split this with another dietitian. So my job is interesting because I told you, like, we have contracts and like we're kind of all off doing our own thing and don't see our coworkers very often, if ever. I actually had a work event last week where we got to meet and like hang out for dinner, and that's like one of the few times you see your coworkers. But there is one dietitian I split this hospital with in the past. She's now like changed her workload and she's not on this building anymore, but did offer to come in every few weekends whenever she didn't have custody for kids, I suppose, is kind of what my understanding of it is, to come in and help over the weekends, which like is very helpful. But I don't know, it's hard to like anticipate workflow in advance for a lot of these things because like in essence, like my workload is essentially compromised. Oh my god, there's a goose out here. Oh my god, sorry, I'll get back to the point, but there's just like a goose in the parking lot, so that's gonna be scary to walk by. I just remembered in high school there was like a goose that had like a nest or something nearby, and it was like always a thing where it was like so hard to get into high school when you parked in the like student parking lot because the goose would like attack you on your way in, and they couldn't do anything about it because like, I don't know, wildlife something or other. So like there was just always this like really mean goose because it's like thinking it's protecting its area or its children or nest or something, but like I had to go into school, so like there's always a goose attacking me. And I also just saw this TikTok recently where it was like a zoo and it was a tiger pen, I think. I can't remember exactly anymore, but this goose just like flies into the tiger pen and you think, oh my god, I'm about to watch an actual murder. And I like almost just scrolled right by because I was freaking out, but there's something about like the description or the like caption that made me think, okay, I'm not like about to watch violence happen, thank goodness. So I kept watching, and like, hold on, I'm gonna show you the goose. Come here, goosey. There he is. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm distractible today so far. That means the goose won't attack me because I'm not going that way, I'm going that way. That's nice. Oh, it lands in this tiger pen and you think the tiger is about to like murder this bird, but then the bird is like hostile and the tiger like ends up running away, freaked out, scared of the bird. So that was fun. Third goose side tangent here, but I have a few different like routes I take my dog on for our walks, and one of them is like it's not like marshy, but it's like near a body of water and like not a forest, but like a lot of trees and tight, like forest-esque vibe. and there's usually more wildlife around there, like deer and birds, obviously. So there's geese and there's ducks and stuff. And there's been a couple of geese hanging out in that area lately. And ever since seeing that TikTok, like, thank God my dog is not highly invested in trying to hunt these geese. Like, she doesn't really care about them. So they don't bother us, we don't bother them, and it's fine. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the dietitian I split this with. So she was supposed to come in over the weekend. I need to clean my lunchbox. But apparently she got in a car accident. So like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared for her. I'm so glad she's like mostly okay. Like, of course she got a little banged up, but she just told me today, and she's like, I didn't even think of letting you know yesterday. I'm so sorry. I'm like, girl, you do not have to be sorry. Like, that is not your fault. Yeah, I did anticipate her coming in. Oh yeah, I was saying this earlier and I don't think I finished my thought, but it's kind of difficult with like planning ahead because it's so contingent on like who's admitted, what types of people are admitted. It's always random. Like, you can't control, like, maybe a million people come in over the last couple of days, but none of them have any nutrition risks or concerns. Then we have no work to do, basically. But what if like everyone who comes in has extreme nutrition stuff going on? Like, then you have so much work to do. Like, it's so random and it's hard to plan ahead because you don't know what's coming like next week. So on Friday when I was here, because it's usually a 3-day-a-week building where it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what I've always kind of planned on it being. On Friday, I knew she was potentially coming in over the weekend, but I didn't want to leave anything that was going to be due on the day she was there, just in case, because I wasn't like totally sure what she would see, what she would be able to get done, etc. So nothing is overdue, thank goodness, since she wasn't able to actually arrive. But I was kind of intending on having maybe less work to do today, considering she was planning on coming yesterday, but that's fine. So what I do know I have to do, I left 3 consults that were referred to me on Friday. Like, I wrote a note and everything on them, so no matter what, like, we met the timeline, but I hadn't actually met with the patients. I just like assessed them and mentioned that I wasn't able to talk to them. I left 3 people. If they're still here, I will meet with those today, plus anything else that's referred over the weekend. I need to double check. I'm so sick of talking about policies, but I need to look annually well, I don't know if this is universal, but at this hospital, each year they review all of their policies and procedures and everything. I'm not an owner of any of the policies, but the kitchen manager is the owner of all the dietary related policies, and a lot of them impact nutrition stuff, like on my end. So annually you have to go through and reapprove them and like submit requested changes, whatever. We did so much this year. It was like such a huge, overwhelming task because she's a relatively new manager. Like, I think we could have made a lot of these changes last year, but she was relatively new. I wasn't as confident and comfortable in this area with the policy stuff, so we didn't do very much last year when the annual review time hit, but this year we did so freaking much. And I've been trying to check each time I go in if everything is completed, because we've gone through and completed all of our stuff, but there's a couple more steps it has to go through before it's actually submitted into the system. So it hasn't gone all the way through yet, but I need to check on that again today. I also have to do, I don't know if this will be today, I'll let you know later, but part of one of the things that I do as a contract employee for a lot of the hospitals actually is kitchen sanitation inspection walkthroughs. So here I do that every single month, where I have a like report, like a checklist of things that they're like meeting the criteria or they're not meeting the criteria. And I review all the kitchen, make sure everything's organized right, like clean, they're following correct procedures, they're recording everything they're supposed to be recording. So I may be doing that today if I have enough time, potentially. But the person who didn't come in yesterday because she was in a car accident, luckily she is okay. I forget if I said she was in a car accident. I can't even remember if I said that. She texted asking if I wanted her to come in today. I'm like, you don't have to, but like also maybe it would be good because it's been a while since she's been here, just to keep her familiar. So I let her know that potentially she could do the walkthrough, because I actually don't like doing it. I feel kind of imposter syndrome-y about it because I'm not very well versed in like the food safety stuff. It's been a long time since I've educated myself on any of that, so I kind of feel like I miss stuff. I feel like somebody's looking at me, hold on. Whereas whenever I first trained her here, that was one of the things she said. She's like, ooh, I want to do that next time. Like, she's more passionate about it, and she caught a lot more things than that I miss whenever she has done it. So if she wants to do that, I would love that. But if she doesn't, it's also totally fine. So I might be doing that. Girl, I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I know the kitchen manager will be here today. We've been working on a lot of stuff together, so I'm sure I'll have stuff. Oh, I forgot about something entirely. I'm sure we'll have stuff to talk about. But also another thing, whenever I was like gonna tell you what I'm doing today, this was actually at the top of my list, but I forgot about it. I don't know why, but I don't think it's every month, but I think it's loosely every month. All of the new hires for this hospital go through like a week of orientation where they have like different sessions and stuff. I forget how like normal jobs work, so I don't really know what that's all about and like I don't know if that's normal, you know? But one of the like things that they do is for like the kitchen dietary department, and I actually run that session. So I got a notification at the end of last week that it was going to be happening orientation this week. So my slot is today after lunch. Usually it does not take very long, but I haven't done it in like actually several months now because of just a few different reasons, but it's fine. So I have to do an orientation group. So I have like this small packet, and like it was made for me, thank goodness, because it was actually crazy. Whenever I was first hired here and like first started at this contract, I've never gone through my own orientation here, but like within the first like week of me coming and doing visits, I had to lead another orientation. I'm like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were like, oh, okay. But luckily it's like a packet that I basically just read off with them, and I try not to make it too dull and boring, but it doesn't take very long. It talks about like what the purpose of my role is, what the kitchen does, and like what they need to know about that. And I showed them a couple of forms, and then they take this quiz that I have to submit to HR. The quiz is very easy. It's things like multiple choice, like what diet is not one of the like acknowledged diets in this hospital, and then it's like very clear which one is not the one, but we kind of go through it during the thing. So I have that going on today, and that's it for now. I need to get up. I already feel like I've had a little bit too much coffee. Weirdly, yesterday, whenever I got up, first of all, it was really weird because I was like not hungry. My appetite is always so high. Like today I woke up and I was starving immediately, but yesterday I woke up and I was not hungry and I did not want coffee at all. And I ended up like making myself starting to eat breakfast. What? I forgot how to speak. Oh my God, the guy's back. What is he doing? Lost my train of thought. Oh my God, he's walking very close to me. I forget. Oh, I ended up like making myself start to eat and start to drink coffee yesterday morning, but today I was already hungry. But I've kind of been in a mood lately where I'm like, I don't really need all that coffee yet. I have this vat of caffeinated beverage that I will be drinking today, so I should probably slow down on that. Luckily, there's protein in it, so it'll digest a little bit more steadily. I won't hopefully get too jittery and everything. So anyway, okay, toodles. Closing the gloves. Are we recording? I probably should check. Oh, we are. Hi. I'm out of here. I am going to go to my next place, but I don't want to spend very long there because nobody wants to work anymore. I don't know. Today was actually a pretty good day. I got a lot done. Chatted with like a lot of patients actually. Had a couple of referrals. Both of them had peanut butter allergies, allegedly. One of them is just allergic to peanut. I don't know why they wrote peanut butter, but the other one was funny because in her chart it said denies any food allergies, but then in the like section that kitchen sees for who's allergic to what, peanut butter was listed. Okay. Anyway, I do a little more digging and then I chat with her, and apparently she's fine with peanut products, but if she eats a peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter and jelly, she's gonna be sick. And I'm like, I don't know why bread would change anything, but okay. Anywho, that was kind of the fun thing there. I'm sweating. Hold on, let me like roll down these windows. Can I roll down the windows? What a relief. What a relief. Goodness gracious. Oh, that feels so much better. But now I feel like I have to be quiet because people can overhear me. What did I have to tell you otherwise? I hope that didn't mess up the audio. I don't know, I did a lot of fun little things. You saw my lunch. Lunch was delicious. I didn't eat what I packed, but that's okay. I can eat that tomorrow. It's all shelf stable. Not shelf stable, but like it's all stable to be stored for another day. It's good. Oh yeah, I had a few like consult referrals. One of them was patient requested, and then I find the patient, he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about actually, and I'm like, okay. And he denied any issues or questions or concerns, so I'm like, okay, I can't really help you then. Okay, toodles. Like, we chatted about some basics, but then I left. One of them was just like general weight management stuff, because he says he gets made fun of for his weight, so we talked about what a healthy diet is and like positive mindset around food and like weight management strategies. And he also was apparently diagnosed with anemia recently, so we talked about iron sources in food, and he was actually really good. He was very receptive to everything and engaged. Oh, here's the funny one. I had this one patient who wanted to talk to me because she thinks she's dehydrated, under eating, and underweight. So her nurse says that they have like these big water bottles, probably this size or bigger, honestly, and she's like, we go through like 3 of those a day with her, so she's not dehydrated. Under eating, I can't definitively say, but like doesn't seem like it. Her weights have been very steady the whole time she's been here, and no one's reported any concerns of under eating staff wise. But then technically her BMI is overweight, not underweight, so I was like, girl. I mean, I gave her some education and like we talked about the risks of not being properly nourished and everything, but it was just kind of a funny one. She's already on some nutrition intervention orders for like getting access to more. I didn't know I got cut off, but I was talking about the patient with the intervention order. She's already on some things, but we added Gatorade. I don't know where I left off exactly, but I don't know if there was anything else I mentioned because I don't know where I was. I didn't realize I got cut off. But there was a kitchen inspection walkthrough that's due at the end of this month, but I'm leaving that for the other dietitian. I think she's coming in later today, but I don't know. I haven't heard from her since this morning, but if she doesn't do it today, I'll just do it Wednesday. But I left that for her with some notes of things that I want to make sure she includes on the report if she does it. I wish I saved a package. There was this new snack we ordered that I was wary of because it sounded weird. So they were like cranberries, craisins. I'll put a picture actually on the screen. They were like infused with a fruit flavor and it was watermelon flavored. And I was like, that sounds weird. But we got them today and I tried one and it was really good. They tasted like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. Like, it was really good. So would highly recommend. But anyway, I'm gonna go to my next building and hopefully not be there long. Oh my god, hi. I almost forgot to tell you what's happening. Okay, never mind. I forgot to check in. I went into my second building and literally didn't have anything to do. Nothing. Not a single thing. Well, okay, I could have met with some of the people I charted on Friday, but people were like not available and there wasn't really anything new that was due. So I'm gonna be there tomorrow and I'm gonna do all that then. So now it's evening. I just did my evening walk with the doggy. I don't know, I'm talking weird. And I am heating up dinner. It's an easy dinner night because I got home somewhat late. We're doing burgers and like air fried tater tots, and broccoli is in the oven getting roasted. And that's that on that. So I'm sweating, my goodness gracious. But I'm probably not going to talk to you anymore today. I will see you tomorrow. Toodles.